What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Cash and Show Do Football. This is just a show where us two young guys, just break down everything we find interesting in the world of football. And yes, we call this game football because that's what it should be called. My name's LA Cash. Sitting next to me is my good friend and co-host.
Show.
And we're just getting into, we're just watching the Euros currently. Spain are 3-0 up on Croatia at halftime.
I know it's a pretty good game so far. It's just that Croatia, I guess, aren't really as strong as we thought they would be.
Yeah, I mean, they've always had, I feel like Croatia have a perpetually, super old squad. It's always, their squad age is, a minimum, or, a mean, or I don't know, a median, an average of, 28. I feel like it's always on the old side, you know?
Yeah, so who the older players that you're talking about, like Modric and...
Modric, they got, Kramaric. I mean, I feel like it seems like it's always creeping on the old side, but a lot of their older players that were there in the World Cup that got them those big results they're just not there anymore. I don't know if they do replace some of them. I mean, there's still young guys like Gvardiol. He's only 22, I think. But yeah, I mean, I felt like they would have put up more of a fight. I would still think that Spain would win by two or three goals, but yeah, I thought they would be a lot more solid at the back. What do you think?
I don't know. It's kind of just weird. I didn't think they'd be this loose in the back. Is that Chiellini?
Yeah.
Who was that?
That was Chiellini.
He's doing the pundit.
Man's a pundit now.
That's fine. But I didn't think that Croatia would let this many in so early. Or not maybe early, but just throughout the game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just thought that Spain would. I didn't think they would be as clinical as they were. I didn't think they would start Yamal too.
Yeah.
I thought though, but I'm.
Nah, I'm not surprised they started Yamal. He starts for Barca week in, week out.
True, but I just thought they would be a little bit more. It seemed that Spain would. It seems that Spain's more focused on experience too. It seems one of those teams that value experience. But
yeah.
I mean, when you're assisting Carvajal like that, though, why not?
I know. I was just about to say that it's he's meant to be in this team for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely at the level.
Who?
Yamal.
Oh yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the highlights that we're watching right now. The Croatia's definitely missed a few chances. That one right there, I think that was their best chance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to be. I obviously need to be more clinical, but I thought Spain would just be. With the stereotype with Spain is that they're just going to be, tiki-taka over possession, just holding it, not doing a lot with it. But, I mean, they're being really clinical. Morata's usually – his stereotype as a player is that he always sells. He always misses. he kind of had, the Darwizzy
I think Darwin's had a better
it was different when Morata was in, but it was kind of he kind of held the place that I feel like every player has. Darwin's better than those type, but I was going to mention Morata and then Timo Werner. I feel like the Premier League has always had a place of a striker that's always missing chances for some reason.
Yeah,
that's a really good finish.
Like a scapegoat to say that Because, I mean, it's not like Morata or Werner or Nunez are in the Premier League for no reason.
No, they're good players for sure.
There's always been a scapegoat for someone to be, that's the guy that's gonna.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But
Or Batshuayi.
Batshuayi wasn't horrible though.
He was. People ripped on him when he was at Chelsea, bro.
He wasn't good enough for Chelsea.
He wasn't good.
But
he was a good enough.
He wasn't a bad player though.
Yeah.
I mean,
he plays for. I don't know if he's in the Belgium team right now. Actually, that would be a good question because he plays.
I don't think he is
in Asia now, right?
Because they got a few players now. They got De Ketelaere, right?
So he goes before him for sure. Wow, look, is this the Alexi?
Oh, this is that's Alexi Lawless. That guy's an idiot. He's mostly hated, I would say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He's just so annoying, and he comes out with the worst takes. He does not deserve to be on this panel right now. He got Kasper Schmeichel. Is it Peter or Kasper? No, it's Peter Schmeichel.
Yeah.
It's Peter Schmeichel. My bad. As a United fan,
so Italy.
Sin. But yeah, Italy are coming up. I'm excited about that game too. kind of like this new. The
new jingle that they got.
The new menu theme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But do you want to talk about some transfers maybe?
Yeah, we could do that.
So I just kind of want to, before we get into the actual transfers, since there's nothing going on with Liverpool, I figured I'd ask you, what is your like realistic but dream scenario for Liverpool in this transfer window? What do you want to see happen? Within a realistic boundary, of course. You're not spending 200 million without any sales.
Probably
you know what I mean?
a DM.
You might spend 200 million, but
probably
you got to sell
a DM.
You got to sell Salah and Van Dijk maybe.
Mm-hmm. Nah,
do you
not
think
Van Dijk.
Do you think Van Dijk
There's
was
no
just
way Van Dijk's leaving.
Really?
No way.
I think he could leave, dude. I think he's
not for something ridiculous.
Money talks when it's the Saudi league, bro.
Right.
But I don't see. Yeah. But you just wanted a better defensive midfielder to replace Endo.
I would say a DM.
What about a center
Well, no,
back?
I
I
mean-
feel like you guys needed another center back for coverage last year when.
We did. So I guess a center back or a DM. But just something defensive.
And
Maybe even like.
Who would you want to replace? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like up top, like if we were gonna talk about replacement for Salah,
Yeah.
I'd probably say like Rodrigo.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's what I would go for. But like, apparently, from the news that I've been reading,
Wait, which Rodrigo are you talking about?
Rodrigo from Real Madrid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's been
I don't know why I didn't think it.
that Liverpool might want to put a bid in for him, but that's only if he had interest to like leave, right? But he hasn't shown interest to leave, so they're not gonna put a bid in for him.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean Rodrigo would be pretty dope, even though like I like Vinicius a lot more than I like Rodrigo.
Do you think Real Madrid want to let him go though? Because
Endrick?
yeah, you got Endrick. Yeah, I mean,
So-
it seems
so
like
there's
Mbappe.
room.
It
There's
seems
room
well,
for one-
it
there's
depends
four
how
of
Real
them.
Madrid shift their squad around because
There's
what I
four
think
of
is
them,
gonna
one of them is not gonna want to stay on the bench.
yes,
They're all they're all gonna. Mbappe is not coming to stay on the bench.
Yes.
Vinicius is starting. Rodrigo or Endrick is gonna be the ones that's gonna be a toss up.
it's probably going to be Endrick on the bench. I think
Probably
it's
gonna be Endrick eventually.
well, here's what I think
playing.
is going. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to shift Bellingham a bit further back, and I think they're going to use a legit front three of Mbappe, Vinicius, and Rodrigo. That's what I would think would happen. What they could happen is just stick to the system that they're doing now, and then throw Mbappe on the right with Vinicius on the left, and then have both of them on the bench. But I don't. Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen because they're not replacing Toni Kroos. You know, they're not really getting another midfielder after him.
They should.
Yeah, but they don't really need to because they have Jude Bellingham and they're bringing in Mbappe. So here's what I think is they're going to play some kind of 4-3-3. It might be more of like a 4-2-3-1 to be honest.
Right.
Because they got Bellingham in front, and then but yeah, I think they're going to shift Bellingham a little bit or move Bellingham a bit further back with. You know, your front three with Endrick on the bench. And you got Arda. That's the other thing is that you have Arda Güler, who's that other young kid who barely played last season because of injury and some other stuff. So they don't really need to replace. If anything, they need like Alphonso Davies, that left back. But yeah. So anything else with Liverpool? Do you want to move on to?
Nothing else too really hot going on with Liverpool except people want to take Trent from us. But I don't.
You're not getting rid of. You're definitely not getting rid of Trent. Trent's staying forever, dude.
So what's going on with United?
United, Ten Hag has just gotten announced, I think 2 days ago, that he's staying. I am very happy about that. I didn't want him to go because the alternative was Thomas Tuchel, and he never works out. I mean, he works out. He might work out for a minute. He might get you a major trophy possibly. But he always falls out with everybody. He always has issues with, he had issues at Dortmund. He had issues at PSG. He fell out with Chelsea. He just doesn't, it just always, so I don't think it's a long-term solution when you get Thomas Tuchel.
I think that it might not be a long-term solution, but it might be worth it for you guys.
Yeah, but I don't think he does, but I genuinely don't think he does better with Ten Hag than Ten Hag. No, I don't think so. I think he'll piss off, I think a lot of the dressing room will not jive with him. I think we need someone who will be more about building something. Ten Hag already knows these guys too. I just don't think I think keeping Ten Hag would be the right move because then you're also bringing in a new manager with because we are also haven't gotten in all of our guys yet. Omar Barada is still at City, who's going to be our tech. I forgot exactly if he's going to be technical director. And then you got Dan Ashworth, who's still at Newcastle on gardening leave, whatever.
Okay.
So I'm thinking keep Ten Hag in. If he doesn't work out this season, get rid of him. We'll probably have better managers to pick from next season, regardless. And I just think this is the better. And also I think he has a better idea of what he wants to do with the squad, or he has an idea in his head. But for getting onto that, the big rumor the last couple of days is we're in for Jared Branthwaite from Everton, the young English center back.
Okay, is he class or something?
He's a good player. He starts for them every week.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that Everton wants 65 to 70 million pounds for him, not euros, pounds. And so they're saying United have a very limited budget. They were saying like 50 million pounds net, like before sales. I'm like, I think we probably have less than 100 million based on all the noise they made about the small budget. So it's probably still small compared to what United have spent in the prior window, like especially last window. But I think we're not going to sign someone for 70 to 80 million this summer. I think that's out of the question. However,
that's unproven too.
It's unproven, but I think it could happen if it's contingent on if we sell Casemiro, Sancho, and Greenwood, because it's reported.
Rumor has it
that we want to sell Sancho and Greenwood for 40 million each. So that's 80 million in theory if you get around that. Or you would probably get a little bit more for one and a little bit less for another, usually how it works.
Greenwood, I don't see going for 40 mil. To who?
He was on loan with was it Getafe?
Yeah.
Or Girona.
Getafe.
I think it was Getafe. But yeah, so they
Are
want
they
him.
gonna buy that?
They actually want him. So they might not want to spend 40 mil on him, but they want him.
I don't think this is what it's been.
I think we could rinse. We might be able to rinse 40 million for Sancho out of Dortmund.
Yeah.
If Dortmund really want him, I think we could get 40 million for him.
They'll pay, because he's class.
Yeah, and usually I feel like when they go for a guy, they just go for him.
Right.
So it's just a matter of time. I think they have a couple players to sell. But yeah, so for United, it's really about our player sales, which hopefully we get over the line. We're usually horrible with them, but we got some new people running the show, so hopefully that changes. Other than that, with Branthwaite, we were linked to De Ligt, which could be cheaper, like a lot cheaper, like almost half that price for Branthwaite, like around 40 million, which would be great. I really like Matthias De Ligt. I've really liked him ever since he came through Ajax, and obviously Ten Hag would want him because he knows him. Elise, we're linked to Elise along with Newcastle and Chelsea. It seems like Chelsea are really the ones interested for him, so we might miss out on him because he costs 60 million. And that's really it for United. We're linked to a couple other players, but it really is contingent on the player sales and what we want from our center back. So moving on to the other rumors, AC Milan. Oh yeah, this Euro guy. United are linked to. Have you heard about this? I think his name
Never heard of Euro.
He's this young, I think he's only like 17, 18-year-old center back who plays for Lille in France. He's a young French center back who Real Madrid are linked to, but Fabrizio was saying that Real Madrid will only go for Euro if they sell Nacho first, because Nacho might leave for Saudi or the MLS. So that's contingent on that. And obviously some other European clubs will be in for him as well. AC Milan are waiting for the De Ketelaere signing to go through because they're selling him to Atalanta. And have you heard about this other guy, Joshua Zirkzee?
No.
He played for. I don't know if he belongs to Bologna, but he played for them last season. So I think he'll cost middle of the road, like probably 40. I would think like 30 to 40 million. Because it's also Italy. I feel like players go for. You know how England have the English tax when it's like if a player goes from one English club to another, it costs a little bit more, and if they're English, it costs a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the English tax.
I feel like that
doesn't.
Yeah, it's like reverse.
Yeah, it's the reverse in Italy.
It's like so cheap. Like it's like you get a discount if it goes in between the leagues.
Yeah.
But if you go to a different league, Juve wants to sell that player for a lot of money.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
When it's like we go to Juve for, I don't know, Pogba. They want 100 million.
Yeah.
Um,
Versus if Juve and Inter are doing a deal. It's like,
yeah, exactly. Then
it's a deal.
Juve waiting to get Pogba on free. Yeah, exactly. Other than that, for the transfers, I think Dortmund are looking to sell their center back. Yeah, just a couple. Oh yeah, Bayern might sign Paulinho from Fulham. That's the only other one. See, it's really the start, so it hasn't.
Paulinho.
We don't have a ton going
And
on.
Douglas Luiz. We got also.
Douglas. Oh yeah,
Douglas
I forgot
Luiz,
about
to
write
Juve.
Yeah, so Douglas Luiz might go to Juve, but might be two players that go the other way, which I don't. When's the last time that happened? Do you remember that?
I don't know. I only know of swap deals.
Well, the
You know what I
last
mean?
time they did a swap deal, it was very sus. It was like ridiculously sus, and they got was that part? I think they got in trouble for that, but I think it was other stuff that got in trouble for the Arthur and Pjanic deal. That was really
They got in trouble for that.
Yeah, because Pjanic was a lot better player than Arthur.
Yeah, it was
I'm
fraudulent.
just thinking of.
It was fraudulent.
I'm just thinking of Arthur, the TV show.
So did you know that Arthur
What
went
a
to?
wonderful kind of day.
Did you know that Liverpool, right? This is why I don't know what's going on top at Liverpool sometimes, right? At Liverpool, they wanted to sign Arthur on a loan deal, right? With no intention to sign him in the future. Like there was no like way like or how that in like future months they could sign him. Like he was never gonna be able to become an actual player. He was just gonna be there on loan. So then why loan the player?
I never got that with the top. When you're a big team, I never got. But he also got injured and never played for you guys, right?
So then why loan the player just to have him?
Just to fill a
have
gap.
him?
United did that before. That's what we did with
Bro, we never
Weghorst.
used him. We never used him. He never played a prime.
No.
He never played in the prime.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird. He's a weird player.
What's the deal with you guys and midfielders that just won't stay fit?
I know. I miss Wijnaldum. Honestly,
You miss him sitting on the bench.
He was sitting on the bench.
Yeah,
Wijnaldum was fire.
He was okay for
What? Wijnaldum was amazing. Wijnaldum was probably
he did a job in that Klopp team, but he was
Wijnaldum's
he
done,
wasn't he was a good
Wijnaldum
box to box player.
Wijnaldum has done more.
He's a good Premier
in
League
Klopp's,
box to box
Wijnaldum has done more in Klopp's team than McAllister.
for sure.
Than Henderson.
Well, yeah, for sure.
I think Wijnaldum
Henderson, really?
was a better.
Henderson?
I think he was a better player than Henderson. Henderson wasn't all that. Let's be honest. Henderson was not all that.
I don't know. That might be a hot take for Liverpool.
Who the heck
For a Liverpool
cares
fan,
about
that might be
Henderson? No, honestly. Who is like
Henderson did a lot for that team. Though.
he did
As a
he
United
did a
fan,
lot.
I can appreciate.
He did a lot, right? But like talent wise and everything.
No, he's not that big. He's not that great of a player. But I'm just saying how much he gave for that Liverpool team. He worked hard. He was a captain. He led that team for so many. I don't know. Even as a United fan, I can appreciate what he did. I don't like Jordan Henderson by any stretch. I don't
know.
he's a
I
great
think we
player.
could have found the same qualities in
him,
better players.
I like. Well, I appreciate him. Like I appreciate. I'm not even saying. I'm not even comparing these two because I think one's on a completely different level than the other. But he did a lot of what Ander Herrera did for Manchester United. But I think Ander Herrera was a lot better player. Don't get me wrong.
I think so.
But
Ander Herrera
in terms
is
of like,
Tekkas.
in terms of like how much he like worked
molding together
and just like kept the team together. Because I think without Ander Herrera in that older United team, the team would. Because
without Henderson, the team
facilitated-
isn't as serious.
Him, Carrick, and Pogba was a great midfield.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That worked out so well. But then Carrick was too old. He couldn't stay fit. Anyway,
Yeah.
what do we got? So yeah, the Euros started yesterday, and Scotland just got
obliterated.
got absolutely destroyed by Germany 5-1. These big teams are actually starting to show up because Spain and Germany have been a little bit chill for last couple tournaments. They've been a little bit, They've taken a step back, and now
Relax.
it seems like they're turning up the heat finally. Taking just like, hey, look at me, man. They got nothing to worry about. But who do you see as like the big, now that we've kind of have a little bit of context in this tournament? Who are you looking at now? We'll see Italy after this game. Obviously France. Yeah.
France.
You think they're still
To be
gonna?
honest,
You think they're
France.
still winning it? You think they're?
I don't know if it's hard to say if they're winning it, but like I would say like that they're definitely the most dangerous probably looking team or gonna be.
Yeah, they're definitely one of the most dangerous teams to look out for sure. I'm still thinking. I think if Germany can keep everybody fit, that would suck if they get like Gundogan injured or something, or Cruz.
Yeah, he almost got injured yesterday because the horrible red card that the Scotland player came flying in trying to take his legs out. But nah, you're right. They're trying to compare Musiala to Kaká. Honestly, though, I can see it though. That's valid. That's kind of valid.
I'm
That's
not
kind of
even
valid.
disagreeing with it. I just think it's a bit overzealous to do it.
Oh, bro, what is going
to like
on?
a 21-year-old. They're moving the ball very well here. That's a goal.
Come on.
Oh, Yamin Yamal.
That was so expansive.
Yamin Yamal.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
This guy, I can't believe this guy's refereeing. What is his
Yeah.
name?
Oh, yeah, this guy. I just saw his.
He refs the Prem, right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't even know. He's just not good.
I wish Gavi was here.
Yeah, is he injured? What's going on?
Yeah, he is injured. Well, we have Pedri. I would do anything to have Pedri at Liverpool. Honestly,
Pedri would be great for.
Pedri would be good for
I'd
you know what I mean.
Pedri too.
I'd do anything to have Pedri.
Yeah, he'd work out real well.
Yeah. Or who are some? Oh,
Oof.
what are some young Italian players?
Young Italians. I was gonna say Bastoni, but now he's like 24 or something. Am I blanking? I know Chelsea have one. Yeah, they got that CASDF. Casade. Young Italians. They don't have a ton. I don't think they have to. They have Notto, right? William Notto at Leeds. Young. The kid's a unit. He's probably my age. I always call him kid. So. Let me see. Italia. I should be rooting for them more than I am.
Why? Because you have some Italy in
Because
you.
I'm descended from Italy, yes.
What the heck?
I
Carvalho
hail
just
from-
totally just smacked him to the ground.
No, I root for Italy like I root for Germany. It's like a circumstantial. If they're there, then why not? No, I'm rooting for Scotland first. Then they'll go out, and then I guess I'll.
Oh, that's a high boot,
That's-
dude.
Not good, yeah. In this squad, they really don't have that many younger guys.
What game is after this one? Isn't it Italy versus Albania?
Yes.
I want to see some underdogs. You know what I mean? I want to see some like class games, high level.
Well, we got Fertese. He's like 24 though. They don't really have that many young guys in this squad.
Yeah.
But it's a good squad though. They have a good team too.
Mm-hmm.
Got Donnarumma. Donnaruma's a weird one.
Yeah, I know. Donnarumma's like somewhat young still, dude.
Yeah, he's
It's actually kind of crazy.
He's only 25. He's been around.
That's a
Oh, great block.
oh.
Another one. Clear it.
Wow.
For the love of the Lord.
How did that even happen?
It's almost a FIFA goal.
Right.
You got El Shaarawy. They got El Shaarawy in the squad.
He's
That's
old.
Chiesa, Raspadori, he's good. Scamacca is in the squad. Agioli,
Who's that?
he's one of the guys that got caught up in the betting scandal.
Oh.
Pellegrini, Jorginho, Fretese, Barella. Barella's a great player. Mancini, Matteo Darmian is in the squad. Man, I feel like he retired. When he left United, I just felt like he retired.
like he's been gone.
Yeah. Who else? I don't know. What else do we want to talk about? How about these confirmed transfers that have already went through? I mean, those are free. We don't really need to go over the free ones. Chelsea signed that Tosin.
Yeah, you gotta go over some of these ones. I'm not sure.
Lloyd Kelly.
From?
He just left Bournemouth on a free for Newcastle. He's a center back. He's pretty good. Omari Forson, who's that? He made his debut for Man United last season.
Okay.
But he wanted more game time, so he's going to Monza in Italy. Got Yamin Yamal on the wing, trying to cut it back to Nico Williams.
So this is Ronaldo's €6, huh?
Is it 6?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, he said 5 before. Okay.
I think he's actually done quite well so far. He scored 2 goals the other day, right?
Yeah, I mean,
did.
the Euros hasn't started for him yet, but yeah. Oh, what is this?
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
But yeah,
he looks like he's ready.
Ronaldo's still got. He's Ronaldo. He's still got it.
He's
already. Ronaldo will always be capable of shooting the ball very well.
Oh yeah, nah, he'll never lose that part.
Yeah,
That's always gonna be him. So yeah, no, I'm definitely, bro, and Messi too. He's still kicking at this point.
yeah. Of course, Messi.
I'm really excited to see.
It's funny that Messi will still be used to playing with those high-level players because he's brought everyone to Inter Miami.
If Darwin scores a hat trick against the U.S., I wouldn't actually be too mad.
I would.